Hi, this is Dave. Welcome to Old Dad's Studio. Today is going to be more of a personal vlog than anything to do about AI. We are out and about traveling. Our youngest is a hockey player, and today we are at a hockey jamboree. And so we're traveling across the state for that event, and we'll be out and about. So I don't think I'll have a whole lot of time to do anything about AI. So I think we'll keep it more personal today. And on that note, this morning, I was really struck. I just in our family. So our son, our youngest son, is named after one of my grandfathers. And that grandfather in particular used to sing a lot. And he would sing this song. He would be a rinky-dee, a rinky-doo, a rinky-dee, rinky-dee, rinky-doo. And uh, and I know the song. We found it one time. There's an old song that it's based off of, and I'm forgetting the name at the moment. If I can find it, I'll put it on the screen if I can figure it out before I post this vlog. But he sang all the time, and that's one of the traits, from spending time with him in my youth that I picked up and I do now as an adult. And so this morning, as we're waking up our son to go to the hockey jamboree, I'm singing this song, "Jamboree, it's a jamboree, we're gonna do a jamboree." And I was just so much channeling my grandfather, this morning, and so it's kind of been a running joke now this morning. I sing all the time anyway, but this morning it really struck me because I must have been using that tune along with the jamboree, that the theme that or the song that I was singing. And one of the funny things about my grandpa, when we would visit him, we'd be staying with him out at the lake. He had a lake kind of home cabin thing, and we would stay there, and he would, in the morning, we'd make up, and he'd be making pancakes and eggs and bacon and stuff, and he would always say, "Oh, I don't normally eat this kind of big breakfast, but since you're here," and that became like a tagline with a handful of us grandkids that visited him all the time. It was like, "Well, as long as you're here," he would, he would make big breakfasts. So it was always fun. Anyway, fun memories, some personal notes today. I will update you as I can. Right now, you can see I'm in my vehicle. We're between games at the moment. We've had the first game. We're going on to the second game now, and I ran out of the truck to get some stuff, and I'll be heading back in. We'll record again when I can. All right, we are home, and it is it's hours later now, and my hair. I wore a hat part of the day, and then I didn't wear a hat, and my hair was really messy, and so I came down to record this. I thought, I'm gonna throw my baseball cap on, but I'm gonna put it on backwards because I don't normally wear it this way, but I thought I'm just, for something different. I'm looking at my face and my face is so big and round. It's kind of like I'm not gonna do this. So yeah, either I'll go with messy hair or I'll stick my hat on. Well, you've already seen my messy hair. Maybe I'll go with messy hair. I don't know. I don't know. Give me a second. All right, I think we're gonna go with the hat. My hair is way too. Yeah. Anyway, we're home. The hockey jamboree is done. It's now actually hours and hours later after we finished up there, but we had a really good time. It was the first time that our son had participated in an away hockey jamboree like that. So it was exciting. It was something new. It was fun. We got to do some traveling. He got a trophy for participating in the event today, which he was really excited about. And overall, we just had a really good time. One of the things that we discovered today, and I think in order to tell the story, I need to step back a little bit and explain why hockey. Why is our son playing hockey? And some people might say, well, you live in Minnesota. Doesn't everybody play hockey? No, no, not everybody plays hockey. I actually did as a kid as well. I wonder if maybe that's a different vlog. I was not a good hockey player, though. I never learned actually how to ice skate properly. I was always one of those kids that my skates went boom, and I kind of shuffled along on half of my foot and half of my skate, and it was terrible. Well, see, now I don't need a vlog because I just told that story. Oh, good grief. We're going to go all over the place in this personal vlog today. But why hockey for our youngest son? It wasn't something that my wife and I, either of us said, oh, we have to have a hockey player. Let's get him involved. No, actually, we went to a Mavericks game, and Mavericks is our local college here, the Mankato State University or Minnesota State University. And the Mankato Mavericks is their mascot, and they play hockey. And we were looking for a sporting event that we could go to, have some fun at, and enjoy just as a family night out, and something that we could do on a regular basis. And so we had gone to a Mavericks game just to try it out to see what's the Mavericks game all about. And at the time that we went, there was also a hockey day camp that was happening in our area. And we went to the game, we watched the game, and we asked our son if he would be interested in going to this hockey camp for a day to see what it was like, and just to give it a try. And after we watched the Mavericks game, and he seemed really interested, so we took him to the hockey day camp, and he had a blast there. Although he had never ice skated before, so we were not folks, we were not people who went out and ice skated, did any winter sports like that. We don't ski, we don't snowboard, anything here. So so that was the first time that he experienced ice skating as well. But he had a good time, and he seemed to really enjoy it. And so we asked if he would be interested in actually joining the league and playing hockey. And so that was almost 2 years ago now. And so he joined and learned how to ice skate and became a member of the team. Or well, I guess they're all members of the team. I mean, they don't at this stage, they don't cut kids from the team, so everybody's a member of the team. But anyway, so that's how we got into hockey. It wasn't something that we, either one of us said, oh, we have to get him into hockey, or tradition says we must play hockey because we're in Minnesota, and that's what we do. No, it was one of those things that happened, and so now we've been playing hockey. We'll see if he continues. Some days he really likes it and enjoys it, and other days he does not want to participate at all. So, but he's young, so we'll see how it goes, and we'll see if he does any more seasons after this season is done. We've made a commitment to see it through for this season, and then we'll go from there. But today overall was a really good day at the Hockey Jamboree, and I'm sure I'll put some images up here and maybe some video if I haven't already sprinkled into this vlog. But one of the things that we noticed about him today was when he was playing in the structured game and was part of the team. And the way they do it there is, depending on how many kids they have, they'll take 2 21-minute periods is how they play the kids' games. And they'll rotate every 90 seconds, depending on how many kids they have on the team. So if you had enough kids to have 3 different teams playing on the ice, then the other 2 teams would be sitting out while one team plays. And then 90 seconds later, they would, the buzzer rings, the team that's on the ice sits down, team number 2 goes out on the ice. And then the buzzer rings, team 2 sits down, team 3 is on the ice. And that's pretty much how it was all day for his team today, because they have enough kids to have a rotation of 3 like that. So about every third, and then later in the day, as some of the kids dwindled away, they boiled it down to 2. So every other whistle blow or buzzer blow, they got to go out on the ice. And so that's how they structured the teams. And then when you're out on the ice, of course, then you're playing against another team in this jamboree, and your team is trying to score, and their team's trying to score, and you each have a goalie, and it's just like, it's mini hockey. With really lax rules, and there's no, in this age, there's no checking, none of that kind of stuff at this age. They're just learning how to skate. They're learning, basics about positions. They're learning how to do some puck control, and that's the kind of stuff that they focus on at this stage and at this age. And when he was in the game, in that structured environment, if you ask him, he thought that he was really participating. From an outside view, if we gave an assessment, we'd say, well, he's kind of giving a lackluster performance. He's skating around, got a hold of the puck a couple times, but was there and was present, was following the gameplay, but he just doesn't have that real aggressive hockey, I'm going to get the puck, very competitive. There's some kids out there that really do that. They want to have the puck all the time, and they're going for it. He doesn't have that sense for the puck. But the arena that we are at today had an outside hockey rink as well as the big inside arena where the competition was. And they opened up the outside hockey rink for kids to just go and enjoy. There wasn't any structured events out there. You could just go outside and skate on the hockey rink. And for us, the way that our schedule laid today with the teams that we were participating in is we had um, one game in the morning, one right at noon, and then one in the evening. And so between the games, there was some time for us to do different things, and we had time to go to lunch and do different things like that. But also mixed into that, he got some time on that ice outside. And when we noticed, when he was outside on that ice, that real, I'm gonna go as fast as I can, and rah, that spirit seemed to come out in him. So I don't know if it's just because he was outside and it was lightly snowing, and it was the breezes blowing, and it's crisp and cold out there, and we don't know. But that was something we discovered about him today, is that when he was outside, he enjoyed it way more outside than he did in. And part of the time when he was outside, he just gave us his stick and went out and skated. So maybe we need to get him just having more leisure skating time than the structured hockey time. So we'll see. So anyway, that was a discovery we had today, which was fantastic. So anyway, that the jamboree is done, and we are home. We all had a great time, and I thought I would sit down and share some thoughts and some notes, since this is a personal vlog today, nothing to do about AI, and I want to mix some of these personal vlogs into this, and I've got a couple thoughts about that as well. And one of the things that I really like about personal vlogs and vlogging like this on a daily basis, even if nobody ever watched any of these. Now, and I hope folks do. I enjoy sharing my thoughts and sharing different things about AI that I've learned, and of course these personal notes as well. But even if nobody ever watched a single one of my videos, and all I was doing a daily vlog, logging my life, that would be worth it, I think, for me as well. If I can keep this up, or even if I don't do it on a daily basis, if I can tell some stories and come on here and vlog some events of our life. And the reason for that is because I'm documenting what's happening in our lives and in the life of our son. And one of the really good examples of that is we have a second channel, which is the second channel is dormant. We haven't posted anything there in a couple of years, but that channel is called Old Dad Revival, and I'll put a card somewhere. I forget which side it goes. It's one of these sides, I think, if you want to go check out Old Dad Revival. But we look at that channel now, and we started that channel when our son was just a small toddler. Part of the point of that channel was to vlog some of our adventures in our home state of Minnesota, and go out to all the state parks and camp at all the state parks with our son and be active and actually trying to get fit and lose weight, and just vlog about that whole experience and camping. And so we did that, and we had our son with us, and we had some really fun adventures. And then COVID hit, and we just kind of stopped vlogging at that point in time. So maybe at some point we'll pick it back up. We haven't gotten back into the routine of camping as much as we did back then. We still have the camper and we still go camping, but we haven't picked it back up yet. Maybe we will. But that's not the point. I knew I was going to start rambling in this vlog. So the point that I was trying to make is that just recording these moments in time and having this vehicle to do so allows me to post these and then go back out and watch them anytime I want, and have some nostalgia and just remember. Now, along those lines, there's so many stories and things that have happened to me in my life along the way that I would like to weave into these vlogs and share those as well. Anyway, I've started rambling now, so I probably should wrap up this vlog for today. Thank you for following along on my personal vlog today and the Hockey Jamboree that we had so much fun at. I hope to see you again tomorrow.